for the ground. I'm a 2020, whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope we are well. How are we doing, guys? Yes, sir. Let me see how all systems go. Morning Zoom. Hope you guys are all well. Morning YouTube chat. Let's go, let's go. Let me just check all systems go. As far as I can see, we look good. Yes, sir. Looking good, looking good. All right. Morning to all. You know the drill. Let's do the analysis first. Have a look what we got going on here. Have a look at news first. So today is going to be Wednesday. Wednesday we have FOMC statement later tonight, which is, you know, this is going to be really important. We do have Gbpjpy CPI year on year, which is pretty big day on news, to be honest. And is a big news day. It's mostly priced in, I would feel, but basically we've seen GJ stay in this range until the CPI news comes, because this is the year on year one. So it's pretty important to see. And it's basically a measure of inflation, right? So came back on August at 6.8, higher than expected. And let's see, they're expecting inflation to go up to 7.1, which is crazy. So yeah, they're expecting it to go up, which is not the best. And that's going to be positive for pound, because we're going to see probably further interest rate hikes, probably one more or two at least. before they start to hold the rates the same. But this is where everyone gets news wrong. It's going to be taken negatively in the economy. So people might sell off the pound because they rather go into the dollar at the moment, and they might sell off the pound, and you're going to see basically the pound drop even though it's positive news, and then that drop over the next couple of weeks will start to be bought up, as we always see. Why does that get bought up? Because now they can anticipate the interest rates to continue bullish, right? And when the interest rates continue bullish, then of course that is positive for the pound, and that's when we see it go up. But initially in news, we might see a massive spike, and we might see some crazy move towards the upside, and followed by a downside move, even though the news comes up positive. So definitely waiting for that CPI big day. Even in New York, we have FOMC. So the reason why this week has been a little bit slow is because people are waiting for the FOMC statement. Now, in the statement, what they're waiting for, and if you keep up with news, which is important to trading, especially why we've seen gold not have the best volume, which has been apparent in the last 2 days, is because, basically traders waiting for the FOMC statement. Doesn't mean you can't trade. It's just we find some inconsistencies, and it's hard to predict that. Some people just take the whole first 3 days off of the week, and don't even bother to trade that until basically they see FOMC statement finish. And then tomorrow as well, we have the bank statement and the bank vote. So this is going to be very, very important to see if they're going to do the hike. So we have CPI today and then CPI tomorrow. These next 2 days, very interesting for trading, GJ. And personally, when you see something like this, you need to take one step back and make sure that you understand these next 2 days for the Gbpjpy are very important days. So we have the news today and news tomorrow, and it's very, very, very important for the Gbpjpy because we are seeing the bank rates. This is why we're seeing GJ being stuck in this range here, is because of the bank rates coming out. And after that, we should be able to see the markets free up, and we should be able to continue with normal price action here. But they're expecting a nice 25 basis point hike rate, and I don't expect them to do if they do a 0.5 increase from 0.25 to 0.75, that's going to be huge. You probably see a dump on GJ because of that being a shock to the market, and that will be a big risk. So definitely these next 2 days are going to be huge in terms of our higher time frame positioning on GJ, and I want everyone to lock in and concentrate on this stuff. So for the FOMC statement later on, essentially what we're looking at is for September, they're basically going to say, hey, are we going to continue with the pause on rate hikes, or are we going to go ahead and be more aggressive? Now, the consensus amongst economic predictors and all of these people is they're basically saying that they will look to keep the pause the same, and then maybe in November we look to do one more rate hike before looking at holding interest rates, and between the 5.25 to 5.5, and then we will talk about reducing interest rates as we see the economy develop. But 10 p.m. today, they will announce interest rates. What will be interesting to see, I think they will hold rates the same. They're going to continue with their pause. If they do increase interest rates today, we're going to see a crazy move. We're going to see gold drop super heavy, which this would be a whole pullback to continue down. If they indicate, based on the economy not doing too well, and if they indicate, hey, we need to tackle inflation because of what we've been seeing with jobs and what we've been seeing. Remember, energy prices came back higher. We saw energy prices come back higher. That energy prices has caused basically inflation to go a little bit higher in the US more than expected due to energy prices increasing, which is obviously a problem and might encourage them to say November, we have to push one more rate hike, and October, we can look to maybe do one more pause, pause for October, reanalyze, see how the economy is doing, and then November, I do expect us to hit that 5.75 probably, and we do have one more interest rate hike. I do not see, based on the information I've seen, I do not see a reason as to why they would not do one more hike before stabilizing, and they would not do that close to December because December is holiday month. They would want to keep everything the same, so it makes sense November, one more hike in November, scare out the markets, December, stabilize for December, and then we come into the new year January, reset January, we start to hold interest rates. February, we start to have discussion about interest rates starting to reduce. And guess how that lines up perfectly? Because what are the best months? February, March, April. Huge volume will come in because that's when probably the discussion will start about interest rates reducing. And when interest rates start to reduce, that's where the markets are going to go bananas, because that hasn't happened for the last 3 years. We've been on positive interest rate thing. So, and if suddenly Bank of Japan starts saying, oh, just woke up and I'm going to start increasing my interest rates, oh man, are we going to see some bananas in the market? So basically, yeah, big bananas. We see market goes bananas. So yeah, a lot of news, and yeah, basically we have Friday's basically full on JPY day as well. This week is just full of news. This is the week we have PMI, we have JPY press conference, we have JPI monetary policy talking about this. I don't think we're going to see any crazy things in terms of the JPY coming out. They kind of indicated that. So at the end of the day, this is all very important. This week is heavy. First 2 days of the week was kind of okay. Now it starts to get super heavy, and we have to tread cautiously, right? This is where people lose a lot of money in these markets because they're impatient, and especially this is where the gamblers come out and say, news, let's make money. This is not the case. This is not exactly what you want to be doing. This is your time to preserve money and understand that we are trading something much bigger than our power, which is we're trading basically Forex currencies, which is heavily influenced by governments and different entities that we have no control over. So if we don't have any control over, why should we try predict something that we have no control? Basically, let the market do its thing and we catch our piece and move on happily. So with all of that drama out of the way and explaining to you guys, understand the type of week we have, full of news, very treacherous territory this week, right? And basically, yeah, this is huge information. I don't really think people give out this information, and it's super important. This is where people, they're all here saying, today we're gonna take trades and this is the signal. At the end of the day, this is real trading, and you need to consider all of this stuff. And if you don't understand this stuff, you have to go and make sure you understand this stuff, because it is important at some point. Luckily, I can help you to understand this stuff, but you know, you should reach out when you don't. So now we can get back to the analysis. Previous daily close bullish here, rejecting again that lows of our range. 4 hour respected the whole range yesterday, and we're rejecting from the bottom of the range. With previous daily closing bullish, previous 4 hour closing bullish, we are technically a bullish session, but we are at the top of a 4 hour range and we're just ranging. So we have the bottom of the range here at 182.774, excuse me, top of the range at 183.348, and basically we are at the top of the range at the moment here. So if we start rejecting from the top of the range, is there options for sells, counter trend? Yes, but we need to see that structure start to break down. Buying above the range makes sense. Bringing back the drawings here, again, 4 hour support here, 4 hour resistance. This whole box I have here is exactly where we don't want to be selling into, buying into. We want to buy above that. As for the range lows, obviously, you know, we just have a few zones marked out here. Moving to the 1 hour, it's a range, it's messy. You know, getting outside of this range, yeah, it starts to look juicy. Remember, we have big news in basically 10 minutes here. We have some news, so basically we're waiting for news here. Let's see what news does. I do think news will basically get us out this range probably. If not, bring us down to the bottom of the range, and then we reanalyze from there. I don't want to say a plan right now, because I think this type of news that we have today, which is going to be inflation rate, is going to be big. They're expecting inflation to go up, and we haven't seen much of that being priced into the market. We haven't seen a massive move. We've been ranging, so this is bottling up for something big, right? We are seeing something happen here, so it's a very big potential. We see a fat move come in news today, and we have to reanalyze after that move happens. Trying to hold, trying to find a trade before news in the next 12 minutes here, a little bit risky. And even if you were in a position for news, even if you were in a position for news, then this was hard because you haven't had a trending move. So basically for news, do I think it will be simple for these guys to be able to just hold buys from this range here and expect news to pop up? Probably not. Would make sense to see a liquidity grab towards the downside first if it wanted to continue up, and similar for the upside. So I don't think it'll be as easy as something, but at the end of the day, it's not my job to predict that. My job is to trade price action and trade my plan, because that's what yields profitability over time. That's exactly what I want. So yeah, this is what I'm gonna look at. So basically wait for news, but obviously if we start breaking out of this range, I can start to look for buys, and buys do make sense as we start to break out this range, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Obviously easy buys are going to be above this daily resistance here. How big is this range here? That's 8 pips to there, and then 14 pips to around there. So that would potentially be the buy right now. If we started to break down from here, from this resistance here, I would want to see some sort of structure formed like this. So I want to see price come up here, form structure, try and then fail. Then I could take sells, right? Then I could take sells back into this range, and that would be my counter trend option. So if I was looking for buy, we'll see with news, guys. News in 10 minutes, it will probably ruin my plan anyways. But this pullback here, if we created support above this 4-hour support, I can look for buys and play this range like this. That would be the plan, to play this range. But news in 10 minutes, and we'll have to see what that yields, and then we reanalyze from there. Definitely very important. UK inflation news 10 AM. So that's very, very important. Put UK capital here. There we go. Right, inflation news. So definitely a very important news event that's going to come here. As I said again, 7%, they're expecting it to go up. So we'll see what happens there. Now, moving on to gold. Gold price action, very dirty here. Whenever the 1 hour is ranging like this, whenever you see 1 hour candles not moving nicely, that's how you know if price action is good or not. It's based on 1 hours, because if the 1 hour is not moving nicely, then you can understand the 15-minute would be crap, right? So whenever you see this on a 1 hour, not a good area to trade. And if you guys remember, this was shitty area to trade. So when this is looking similar, you can understand what's going on here. But analysis for gold, daily time frame closed bearish, right? We have broken the lows already. 4-hour time frame is kind of consolidating. I would consider this as a consolidation. And again, sells are going to make sense back below our range. Even though daily close bearish, we do have this fat close outside the range, which is, as long as we're respecting our 4-hour range, I do think buys could make sense, especially if this 4-hour close is bullish. Remember, tonight is the FOMC statement, so probably would be a good idea actually not to actually touch gold today, because the whole market's going to be waiting for this. The whole market's going to be waiting for this, and yeah, at the end of the day, I don't really see any relevance in terms of probability of prices. You're basically going to see the market wait for this. It's going to do basically what it did yesterday, or we're just going to see some random moves come in, and then that probably gets retraced later. As for right now, bit of volume coming in right now into gold. I would say this is tough to trade, you know. This is definitely tough to trade at the moment. As a plan, let me have a look what we're working with here. Delete all of that. Yeah, realistically, you need targets to be formed to take any form of trades here, because I mean, buys above 1933, you know, 500-ish can make sense back up to the top of the range. But at the moment, it's just choppy price action. It will chop. I don't expect it, unless if you start getting above the 360, you know, 360 above, then okay, we can start talking about pushing towards the upside. And sells, again, sells is not going to make sense till we get below this 4-hour resistance, which is pretty easy to sell once we're below there. You know, any closures below 1927, 700s, yeah, clean shot towards the downside. We can start to continue down bearish, right? So that's basically the plan on gold here. And yeah, let's see what happens to the news casino here. How many people get screwed? Let's see in the chat now. I'm going to put up a poll. What do we expect on GBP news right now? Do we expect news to go up or down? So let's have a look and see what happens. Let's see. GBP inflation news. So let's see what people are expecting. Up or down. Alright, just posted it in chat. I posted it in YouTube chat. Put your votes in. Let's see what you guys are expecting. So if you guys haven't already, make sure also while you're pressing, I can see you guys pressing up or down. Make sure also to leave a like on the stream. Do the YouTube business. And yeah, I would appreciate how much. Already 600 of us in here. Appreciate every single one of you showing up. Get the likes to at least 250 likes. I really would appreciate that. Do that now so we don't have to ask for the YouTube business. You know what it's like. You know what it's like. So yeah, if we could get the likes up to 250, we'd really appreciate it. What keyboard am I using? Like the sound? This is the Razer competition something. No, not the competition. The Razer one. Whatever it's called. Up and I'm 4 on 4 on news now. About to be 5 on 5. What do you mean 4? Oh, okay. Let's see. So you're up on Gbpjpy? Yeah, that's interesting. I think we see this... take out all of this here first. I think we see a wick down, then break this area, then maybe close back in the range. Something like that. YouTube business done. Appreciate it. Good morning. Good morning. Let's hope it won't trigger my stop loss. I'm on a sell on the 1 hour chart. Doing day trading. Will be very, very careful. I'd recommend you go to break even if you don't know what you're doing. Sells first, then buy. Makes sense. Like, guys, we're 500 with 205 likes. Yeah, guys, if you haven't already, do the YouTube business. Would appreciate it. Get up to 250 likes at least. YouTube need to roll out a feature that you can't vote on poll until you like the stream. What about GBP USD? Yeah, whatever impacts the GBP will have the same impact on GBP USD. You can see the range. The whole market, this is an indication of the market waiting for the GBP news and USD. If this doesn't tell you that market is waiting for news, I don't know what's going to tell you. Because we have USD news today, range. GBP news today, we're forming range. So this is telling you, hey, it's not tradable. We're forming range. We had this nice, volume push here, and then that's it, range. So it's very selective moves you have to be trading these next 2 days. And it's very, very important. And it's impossible to predict, if you're going to get good moves or not. Trading price action is always an option. But that's why yesterday, even though we had that close above, I said I'm being selective with my options. I don't need to take every single option because I know what type of week this is. And I've seen this again and again and again. So, yeah, at the end of the day, this is something I've seen happen a lot. And you have to understand that part of trading the market is understanding what economic news events are going on and how that's going to impact the market in terms of basically the whole, no volume. People are going to be shutting down their algos. They're going to be putting them on pause. There's going to be funds that are just waiting. People are going to be withdrawing, and waiting for this news to pass, and then they fire everything back up. How did you learn this stuff? Because I always questioned when a move was to happen on the chart, why did it move, right? You have to understand GJ has been moving up because of economic factors. There's fundamental reasons on the higher time frame. Fundamentals make sense on higher time frame. It kind of comes from my crypto days, because crypto days was a lot based on fundamental and hype. And the markets work very similar way. Markets is a supply and demand and based on hype. People, so if you understand that, Bitcoin and the hype of individuals used to work the same, and there's big players that do the exact same thing in Bitcoin that they do in these markets, but it's just a lot more liquid. There's a lot more liquidity in these markets, and the books are much deeper. And since the books are much deeper, you see crazier moves and more consistent moves because of what we have being repeated in the markets. But you take interest in why these moves happen, right? To make sure that you're in the best position to win. 2 minutes till news. Let's see what happens. See if Goldinium is right. He's 4 for 4. Took this buy yesterday. Rejected weekly resistance. Yeah, that we're buying into weekly resistance. Oh, it's hard. Even coming back into this zone, you need to be very, very, very careful. Just into this whole zone here. Be very aggressive with break even. Especially at weekly resistance. Once it pops out there and you start to see rejection, you can see how relevant it's been. You want to be very, very aggressive. that's definitely something you want to consider. But again, it was a setup here. It's just you have to be super aggressive with the setup and just kind of move break even once you're in profit. I mean, if you've had a good week, then definitely worth a shot. And then you can manage on the 5-minute close here, and then you wouldn't have lost much. But if you've not been having a good week, not the best. But it all depends on your standpoint. But it is a valid setup. It is valid, just, you know, need to be aggressive. So Goldinium expects it to go up. Let's see the votes. So the votes, we have 67% saying that price is going to go up on so Goldinium is with the public. And I think stream, so we have 255 votes here. And 67% say up and 33% say down. So 45 seconds here, I'm going to end the voting. And you guys are going to see the results here. It's going to pop in chat. And let's see if you guys were correct. So 67% of the population on the stream expect price to go up. So let's see if you guys are correct or what. Let's see. What's my opinion? I think my opinion is actually going to be, it's hard to say, but I wouldn't be surprised to see this come back down into this zone here actually before continuing up. So what we might see is we might see up first, small up first, and then it melt down. So I think small up first and then melt down. Let's see. Here we go. 5 seconds, guys. Save your bullets. No gambling. Uh-oh. Boom! Yes! It was, yep. Damn! Alright. So yeah, I was expecting that downside move. It makes sense. And what's interesting here is that, as I said, they won't make it that easy for people holding buys here to continue towards the upside. I was expecting a small wick up first to kind of grab a little bit liquidity, but it just dumped down. But yeah, they wouldn't make it that easy for people holding buys here to hold that trade. So yeah, there we go. Move straight to our 4-hour support here. Straight to the 4-hour support and rejecting beautifully. So respecting price action. It's respecting price action, but yeah, that's typical to see that. But what's more important is to see, all right, so it came back better than expected. Amazing. That is positive for pounds. So this move here I'm interested in long term, but it came back better than expected. Inflation was basically what they were expecting 2 months ago. So that's good. That's good for interest rate decision tomorrow, right? So tomorrow, based on this information, I expect interest rates to only go up by 0.25. I don't expect it to go up by 0.5 tomorrow, and that's why we're going to see this dump, is because they're not expecting any crazy moves in the market now. So yeah, the amount of money that took to move this price here is crazy. And yeah, you know, so definitely interesting move. And now we have to see what populates out of that. Obviously, a lot of people thought they could be smarter than the market, hold a buy from the bottom of the range here, and boom, slipped, you know. And it's not going to be that easy, especially, you know, it's not going to be that easy. You need to be in good profits for, if the buys was to continue, you would see it be priced in from yesterday, and this move would have continued out the range. So yeah, definitely interesting. Let's let this candle calm down here. Right, so let's let this candle calm down. And what is that? 50 pips from here to here, plus another around 20, around 70 pip move. Oh yeah, Jesse said it, 70 pips. Goldinium said it went up, so he's wrong today. He's wrong. But we'll count him right just for the sake of it, so he feels better about something. I still have 12 minutes. He says he has 12 minutes. He has 12 minutes to be right. So if this flips in 12 minutes, goddamn. If this candle flips in the next 12 minutes, I give him $100. All right? Then he can be right. Abdul Ali is so confident he's going to give him $1,000 if it flips, because that's how against he is of his bias. Oh, full betting on that. His odds are what? 90 to 90 10? 90 10 odds? What if it didn't flip? Then I double his subscription for next month. No, I'm joking. Alright, let's see where we are on the daily. So we broke the previous daily lows. I think, you know, selling will be below 182, 500 here. 1 hour is at the bottom of the range. We're just making a decision here. Let's see what happens. $50 lot buys. I'll give him 10k. Damn. People calling you out, Goldinium, bro. Yeah, if you trade this, you would have been slipped for sure. We expect inflation to fall around 5% by 2023. Yeah, exactly. That's why I expect them to continue with the rate hike. So what I think UK will do is that they will do this interest rate hike tomorrow. We'll see that go up. I think news will be... I think we will... what's this called? I think we'll see news be priced in today. And basically leading into tomorrow, we basically know what's going to happen. So we will see that start to develop. What's very important is tonight, the news tonight from the US. What the US say will also impact the UK because they're a leading currency. And basically what we'll see leading into the future here is we'll see one more rate hike increase. And then I think UK will start discussing about pausing rate hikes. I think we'll see that discussion come to fruition. And we will probably see November and December probably paused for the UK if they continue with this good trajectory of interest rates coming down. What did GU do? Damn. Well, there's your range broken, right? Look at Euro Gbpjpy. Sheesh. This candle, we call it the lightsaber dildo candle. That's the new name for this. Lightsaber dildo candle. This will fuck you up bad, man. Just like a lightsaber, double. Right? Harry, should I study economics to understand the market on a deeper level? It's good. It's no fast. Damn, bro. Yeah, you can study the market a little bit more, but it's an ongoing thing, right? It's an ongoing thing. It won't basically greatly change your trading because being profitable is able to read price action and execute on a plan. But to understand your depth of the market, yeah, it could be good. But this is why you guys can show up to the stream, so you can listen in on all of this stuff, and you can listen in on all of the economic data and all the guys in the group. I make sure to keep them updated, and they always ask questions. We always have lectures of economics in the group. It's a pretty big part, especially on our Sunday webinars. We talk a lot about economics because we're looking more at higher time frame, right? We look at pattern and economics. Keyword, don't trade news. Yes, sir. Can you speak about the trade plan now? Brother, HQ, always in a rush to take a trade. Always in a rush to trade. What can you trade? If you take a trade now, based on price action, you're putting a stop loss of 70 pips here. So go ahead, put it 50 pips stop loss. We have to wait for this to calm down. We're still in a news event, man. We're still in a news event. I wonder what spread is. Let's have a look at what spread is. Yeah, spread is still around 1.6, 1.7 pips. Probably most of you will have 2 pip spread. Yeah, market gapped even. Market gapped. This is a gap. From here to here is a small gap. I wonder if it shows it here. No, it didn't show it. On my broker, tiny gap. Nice spread, man. Prepared to give $100. I have 6 minutes to give $100. I have 6 minutes. Yeah, 5 pip gap. Yeah, exactly. Give it 1 to 2 hours. No, normally around 15 to 30 minutes is what we need for it. 15. I mean, after this 15-minute closes, we'll have a lot more information based on where this 15-minute closes. Because if this 15-minute closes back in the range, we're still in the range. We're still in the range if this 15-minute candle closes back in the range. If it closes outside the range, we start to deviate a new plan. So we need to wait for the 15, guys. Remember, information is given to us by candle closures, not just by candles moving. Candles moving don't mean anything until they close, because the close is the confirmation, right? So understand that. I just joined already doing the YouTube business. Yeah, if you guys haven't done the YouTube business, come on, what are you doing? How much of us? Almost 800 of us in here. At least we can get to 400 likes. Yeah, 800 of us in here. The goal is to get to 1,000 views. If we can get to 1,000 viewers, I'm going to do the free webinar. Boom. Free webinar for all of you. Who's doing that? That'll be fun, guys. The free webinar. Everyone on a webinar. You're going to do a dance for us? 1,000 viewers. What do you want me guys to do? Well, I don't want to ask chat what they want me to do, because they'll say, can you give us $10K? Can you do this? Is price action the most profitable strategy? It is for me. It is the most profitable strategy for me. Say that you like a Lambo? Any analysis on crude oil? Maybe a bit later we can have a look at crude oil if you remind me, bro. No worries. Yesterday I placed sells for GJ and now I realize it hit my take profit instead of blowing my account, so thanks. that's not do Arabian dance? No. You want to see me dance like Shakira? I'm not dancing. Did he say for free? Yeah, as soon as people hear for free, they start showing up. New York session, 4,000 views. Nah, man, we're chilling here in London, man. Come on. We're chilling here in London. I'm going to trade in my London session. When you started doing PA and not ICT, 3 reasons you stopped ICT after 6 months. 3 reasons I stopped it. I spent more time learning it than actually applying the information. It seemed overly complicated. And at the end of the day, it's just another form of price action with layers added on top. And in my head, and from speaking to people more experienced than me and better traders, what the biggest gist I got from them is they said, the more variables you add, the more chance you have to lose. And that's it. Where's the lobster today? Well, there's a lot of news, and news is going to take your lobsters away, man. That's why news folders are red, because red means they're going to take your lobsters away. So we need to protect our lobsters so we can have lobster on the weekend. Otherwise, we made money on Monday. That money can pay for the lobsters. And then on Friday, either you're going to eat just bread and some street food, or you can use that money from Monday if you haven't blown it in the market, and you can have some lobsters. You don't have any spots open in your exclusive group? No, the exclusive group is closed. It will open next month. So if you guys are interested, be sure next month to be alert when it opens, and you'll be welcomed into the group next month. So that's how it will work. But for now, it is closed. It is closed. Keeping it closed, making sure everyone is settled for the month. Everyone has their access to this all of the content, right? Making sure everyone's set up, making sure everyone's happy, and then next month we will allow more people to join. That's funny, Velo. Learning to wait for candle closure saved me my joining payment on the very first day for a month. Amazing, man. New here, loving what you see so far. Amazing. Welcome to the stream. Glad you enjoy it. Be sure to leave a subscribe so you can show up to future streams. If you guys are sending charts in the Discord, be sure to send it in the Zoom chat as well, because my Discord's a little bit lagging, guys. Let's see if it's... Look, still lagging. So if you're sending charts in the exclusive Discord, send it in Zoom chat so I can see it. Because Zoom is like... World's strongest support. 182,750. It passed through 750. It's passed. It's not... It's below it still. 1 minute till this candle close. How much are your group fees? All information you can find on the website, but all information is here. You can see $1.8 per day. It's the most value you'll get for that price, I'll tell you that much. But it's closed. It is closed. I have a question, Harry. 1 hour is up there. We have 15-hour little down there. Where should we take it to confirm? Above that, yeah. You'd have to be above that zone. Above your 1 hour resistance is where you'd have to take. Because that's also daily resistance. So you'd have to be above that. Right? And then you would use 450 as a break-even point. Make sense? Cool. Oh, we're closing back in the range. And looks like Claudio was right. Claudio was right. Picture holds. World's strongest support. 182, 756. It still holds. It still holds. We close back in the range now. So this is very interesting, guys. To close back in the range. What we could look for is support to form back in this range. Like a 15-minute candle closing bullish here. And if we get a 15-minute candle closing bullish, we could look to trade to the top of the range. What I would love to see is a 15-minute candle closing bullish and the 5-minute candle giving me some sort of, showing me that it's respecting. I want to see the 5-minute form some structure just to show me, because this is right after news. So I think a 15-minute candle closing bullish here could be an option to test at least back up to 183 before seeing anything. So that's what I'm going to wait for, or to see some sort of 5-minute structure and take some form of scalp here. So yeah, that's the plan, guys. That's the plan. If it goes all the way back, it used to be B, I'm going to sell. Down 9% on my live funded account. Well, if you're down 9%, you're obviously not profitable yet. Unless something you've just over risked or something. You have to find out. Why are you down 9%? You know, I can't tell you why you're down 9%. Is it because you didn't follow a plan? Do you have a plan? Is your plan not profitable? Are you being emotional with your trades? There's many reasons. And once you find out why you're down 9%, you have to fix those issues. And once you fix those issues, you'll be profitable and you won't be down 9%. Revenge and emotions got me? Well, yeah, that's exactly. So that's something that was in your control, but you decided not to control it. And now you get punished for that. So you have to fix that, right? If you fix that, it's not magically you're going to wake up tomorrow and you're back to 5% in profit. Doesn't work like that. Oh, wow. Beautiful retest to the bottom of our range and rejection. That is juicy. That is juicy. Yeah, I prefer to see a 15-minute candle closing bullish here. At least we have somewhere to put stop loss. It's not the biggest range. From here to here is only 15 pips. I was down 10%, but now I'm growing my demo account back up. It's going better and better. Exactly. That's improvement, right? You have to take the situations where you lose and find out why and improve. This is how you're going to get better at trading. It's a pretty simple formula. Yes, I use clean PA, no indicated, because you added 2 of them and it's way fully in profits only with PA. Yes, PA works the best for me. Which trade today, please? Okay, I'm gonna give you the signal, bro. Make sure to follow the signal. Press buy and press sell, whichever one goes into profit. I gave you that signal. You can go tell all your friends. This guy told me to buy and sell, and the buys went in profit, and he was right. So, yes. How long have I been watching GJ? Over, well, 3 years total, but seriously for 2.5 years. Can you tell which chart I am looking at? No, I can't tell you that, man. I'm not a psychic. I'm just a guy here trading the charts. But yeah, what expectation do you have from me? Now you're asking me to look through your screen and find out what chart you're trading? Damn, man. Expectations here are wild. Expectations are wild. UK inflation rate fell despite surge in fuel prices. What's the correlation between these? Because we're seeing inflation fall in probably foods and in other sectors, but we're seeing energy increase. But the fall in other sectors was enough that energy didn't increase, whereas in the US, other sectors did not fall enough, and the energy prices caused inflation to rise. But remember, US is different because US paused interest rates last month, so this is why. What chart are we looking, brother? If you can't figure out what chart I'm looking at, I would recommend I hope you're not trading live at that point, because it's pretty simple. There's 3 areas on my chart you can find out what chart I'm looking at. 3 zones. There's 3 clues what chart I'm looking at. Did gold get affected by this? I doubt it. Yeah, it didn't. Yeah, guys, remember today's a big day in the markets. I would not touch gold. I would not touch gold, guys. Today's a big day in the markets. It's FOMC today, guys. FOMC statement and the interest rate decisions, which they're basically going to say they're going to keep it the same. But just to see what speeches come out. The speeches, you know, when people speak, big shit happens. So wait for the speeches. You know what it's like. Big day in the market. I need to see a 5-minute close bearish here. Yes, close bearish 5 minute, and then the next one close above, which will also be the 15-minute close, and that's my setup. Yo, Sunny, man, not that. You can't be that deep, man. You can't be that deep. Poor guy. I recommend you uninstall Chrome if you got. Damn, chat going hard on this guy. It's gonna be another one of the story where he leaves, but then he comes back. And then I have to make it up to him and then invite him into the group. Enough of that. 330 likes? Yeah, 800 people and only 330. I think we can get to 500, but anyways. If people want to show some YouTube business, if people want to do the YouTube business, then they can. I'm in a buy position. Can I hold? That's your choice, man. I don't know your plan. You follow your plan. I'm not here to give advice. I am not here to give advice. JP Morgan said it would be a dovish speech. Based on energy prices increasing, we'll have to see what ends up happening. $18 and I want to trade. I have to learn the skill before I reach 30. Very soon I'll be in class. I'm working on it. Bro, 30 years old is a lot of time, man. You can learn the skill in 6 months, no problem. And you can get good at it in a year, no problem, man. Trading, the beautiful thing with trading is you can trade while in class, man. You could learn the skill. You're trading smart money concepts? No, I'm not trading smart money concepts. I was busy binging your full course. Best thing ever. When is the mix of price action video coming out? We'll see. We'll see. I used to trade my demo account while in class. Yeah, that's the grind. Do you swing trade, bro? No, I sometimes used to hold short-term positions long-term. So the last swing trade I took was last week. Right? No, before last. Yeah, it was last week. Damn. So I held price from here. Right? I held price. But this trade I took in a session. Right? So this is how I swing. Is I'll take a session trade. So I held price from 182,970. And I held it up to around 183,950. So just around 100 pips to the 4-hour resistance, which was here at the time. And that was the last swing trade I took. This is why you wait for the 15-minute close, guys. I don't trust this 15-minute. This will be interesting. Give me a sec, guys. I'll be back in 1 second. I hope you guys didn't blow your account. How much it costs to join your one-on-one membership, mentorship? That's closed. That is closed. If you guys haven't already, be sure to leave a follow on my Instagram. I'm trying to get my Instagram up to 4K and I post so much information. Please go watch yesterday's video. It's so funny for all my smart money concept traders. Go watch yesterday's video on Instagram. Link is in the description for my Instagram if it wants to load. Go watch yesterday's video and comment what you think. And I post on my stories, keep it active, a lot of value, a lot of information. I post some, you know, more different stuff outside of trading and stuff like that. So it could be cool to see, not like, you know, all of this BS stuff, but, you know, more, you know, just different stuff. So it's always good to be part of that. And, you know, if I have any announcements, it's just easy to post announcements on Instagram. So that's why I like to keep you guys updated. You know, if I need to post any announcements with stream or something like that, you know. So make sure to give that a follow. Definitely, yeah, useful tool. So if you're on Instagram, give that a follow. You can see recaps, trade recaps and stuff like that. There you go, that's the Instagram. So yeah, post a lot of value, quick tips, you know. So sometimes if you miss the trades, you can see quick tips on Instagram and stuff like that. That's why I like it. You can give short pieces of information. If I take a trade in New York, I can discuss it on Instagram. So yeah. Where's the Porsche GT? Please tell them. Please tell them to give me allocation. If they give me allocation, I'll be happy. But they don't give allocation. Are you trading FOMC? Nah, that's late. I don't really need to trade it. When will you reopen the program? If I the one-on-one thing, I will only open maybe one, if even two spots, because that's very time consuming and I need to manage my time, you know, busy trading and stuff like this. But the exclusive group will open next month, right? Your GR86 was delivered 4 days. Oh, amazing, man. Congrats. Can you check general? My Discord is lagging at the moment. I'm even trying to just check my exclusive group. It seems to, I need to restart it, but you know, it's completely frozen. But they're sending me stuff in Zoom here. Parallel, because it's not paying attention to everything. Volume decreasing. Why can't you? I can, but it's not in my goals, right? I don't want to. Many people, it's different. They're like, oh, if you're making money, go spend it. It's not about spending it. It's about setting yourself up. It's not only about making money, right? It's about doing things you love and growing as an individual. That's way more rewarding than spending money. Oof. Strongest support ever made. Still respecting it. Be very careful with this downside move. You know what will be juicy, guys? If this next 5-minute closes above here. If this 5-minute closes above here, I might have to give this a risky shot. I'll go low risk, but I might have to try that as a risky shot. How much do you think the total data storage of YouTube is? That's a great question, man. It must be huge. Huge. You mind throwing a span in the works on analysis on NAS, please? Yeah, okay, fine. Let's have a look. Let's see what stonks are doing. Mr. Stonk. Alright, daily closed here with long rejection. 4-hour time frame is rejecting the lows as well, pulling back in the range. NAS is also waiting for FOMC here, and we're just doing this kind of ranging. So I would say wait for FOMC. The whole markets are waiting for FOMC at this point. But buys above this range would make sense based on a TA point of view, and sells below here. So it's pretty simple plan. Buys above here, sells below here. But if this rips past here, you'd want to see structure above here. And be very, very careful at this zone up here. But yeah, whole market's basically waiting. I have a movie streaming platform and it has over 100 or 1,000 terabytes. YouTube has millions more than that. Man, 1,000 terabytes. But they all... And where are they storing this? They're storing this in physical servers or cloud servers? That's interesting to know. If they have... Of course, they have a server set up in every single region, but I wonder how these servers operate. Discord voice chat doesn't work in Dubai, but the chat works in Dubai. You can use the chat, just the voice chat doesn't work. The chat and everything works. This whole thing is frozen, eh? So GJ pushing down here, but we had no confirmation as to take sells because we had no closure below. So without the closure below the range, there's no entry for sells here. This Claudio lagged my my Discord. See, his thing is loading and everything's lagged. Blame Claudio. Him and his 1,000 terabytes. Maybe he can handle 1,000 terabytes, but I can't. Probably 10 to 15 exabytes, which is millions of terabytes. Damn. It must be in the cloud, which are actually Google's physical servers. Oh. Yeah, that would make sense, right? It's not just floating in the cloud. Yeah, exactly, exactly. Are you looking to buy based on the 15-minute time frame? Well, nothing closed below the range, so I couldn't even entertain sells. If this 15-minute closed below the range, then obviously breaking the low could make sense with this 5-minute thunderstorm, but we didn't even get that close below the range, so I was very cautious. And remember, it was also the 30-minute close. This could still flip, guys. Remember, this could still flip. We'll just have to be patient now. It's pretty tough at the moment, in my opinion, you know, to look for anything that's solid, so I'm just waiting at this point here. This could flip, and if this flips and closes above there, that's interesting for upside, especially if a 15-minute ends up with that. Especially by London Open or something. Fully lagged, huh? I have it on my phone anyways. I can see what chart you guys. But if you guys have a chart, make sure to put it in the... Make sure to put it in, what's this called? In the Zoom, if I can't see Discord. Don't worry about that. Bro, what's it feeling like driving a GT3? I drive lots of cars like BMW M5, but Porsche not yet. Porsche, I think, is the rawest driving experience. You can, when you get in that car, you know it's made for someone who appreciates engineering, and it's not like, you know, other cars, they make it exciting for the normal person. Whereas a Porsche, they try to make the car exciting for a car enthusiast. A normal person will not get excited in a Porsche, you know? I mean, a normal person will find revving to 9,000 RPM cool, but they like, you know, the Lambo with the downshift pops and, you know, oh, that's cool. But in a Porsche, you actually appreciate the downforce and the engineering and what's gone into the car to make it a track weapon. You know, the car is a track weapon, and you can't, when you drive the car, when you drive a car, that type of car on the road, you kind of feel like, man, this thing needs to be taken on a track. You know, and that's what it's for. These guys buying supercars to flex, yeah, it's fun if you want to have a collection, but really a Porsche is a car that wants to be driven on the track. That's where you really know its true potential. Here's that flip, right? Told you be careful with the cells. Have I tried my Audi on the track? Nah, my Audi is not really a track car. A track car I would do is like only a really good track car. Are you a full-time trader? It is my primary source of income. I think if you want to feel power, people should try the Porsche 911 Turbo S. That is quick. If you join the exclusive group, what do I offer? It offers a lot, man. The first big thing is when you join, you'll get access to this fundamental section. This is basically the way I trade. And the idea is you join the group. When you join the group, you're able to ask me questions based on these videos. It's an interactive thing. So we all sit on Zoom after the stream. The stream ends, we sit on Zoom, and then we discuss feedback. We talk between each other. You get weekly webinars, the live New York session once a week. Then the live New York chat every single day. There's voice chats. There's constant. You're basically part of a community. All the information's on the website, but it's closed for the moment, so you'll only be able to join when that opens. What the hell is that? Oh, Discord now crashed. Opened that automatically. GT3 RS, it's not about dough, it's about allocation. You need allocation for these cars. I mean, if you have dough, then you can buy it with without allocation. You just pay stupid over sticker. GJ was not. Yeah, exactly. 5 a.m. on my golf course. Yeah, that's nice, man. The 718 I haven't tried. That's a mid-engine model. People complain it still has some understeering issues because it's a mid-engine car. My trades on FTMO are disabled. I'm not sure why, man. How long do we have to? I'm waiting for this 15-minute. If this 15-minute can close bullish with this 5-minute doing this will be great. Oh, because someone in Zoom chat said that you have FTMO no news account, so it doesn't allow you to take trades on a news event. Why is GJ tanking if CPI is low? Because they don't expect further interest rates, and without interest rates, there's pound will get weaker. Interest rates hiking is positive for the pound. If you guys enjoying the stream and haven't done the YouTube business, please do the YouTube business. Right? Please do the YouTube business. Get up the likes to 450. Really would appreciate it. If you guys enjoying the stream, enjoying the value. And if you're new to the stream, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And if you want to join to future streams, leave a subscribe so you get notified when we go live. That is the YouTube business. Sir, is your exclusive group needs the members to be in the same broker? No, I'm not that type of person. That's a scam. If anyone's forcing you to be in the same broker, it's a scam. Don't trust that. Don't trust someone forcing you to be in the same. If they have, if they're partnered with a brokerage and they're running an IB program where they just get paid commission to offer you an incentive, that's fine. To give you a broker that they trust. But if they're saying to join my group, you have to be in my broker, very sketchy. News candle LTA? Not exactly. No. This would be considered our LTA. And we would just rely on volume to continue this bullish. Are you getting a Bugatti? I actually honestly don't really like Bugattis. I don't see much use in them. They're so expensive. It's a waste of money. I rather put my money into real estate or invest something that will make me money. I don't need to have a Bugatti. It's like, unless you have completely huge amounts of money to wear, there's just so much better things I can do with a money that costs a Bugatti, the price of a Bugatti. There's so much better things. I rather invest that into different businesses, different projects. At least that makes me money at the same time and grows as an individual. Bugatti, it's not exciting as well. You're too scared to take it on track, too scared to rip it around because it's just a waste. The Chiron costs $5 million, bro. There's so much better things you could just buy a nice car that you can track, you can enjoy. If you enjoy cars for the motorsport reason, and then invest the rest of the money somewhere else. That's the best way to do it. It's okay to have fun, but you don't need to go crazy, It's fun in growing. Growing yourself is a lot more fun than, but a car will be fun for a little bit and then you get bored. Whereas if you're constantly working on a project to get better, investing that money in different projects and seeing things grow, that's a lot different. You have to secure assets first, right? You have to secure some form of assets, and then you can treat, yeah, exactly. Invest in yourself. Yeah, investment in yourself is super important, but an investment in yourself can also be a gift to yourself to keep you motivated, to keep you going, right? That can be an investment in yourself. To buy yourself a gift to keep you going, keep you motivated, and achievement of hard work. But you also have to invest in stuff that's going to make you grow. So there has to be a balance. It's about balancing that type of stuff, right? And doing it for you. Harry, when do you plan to buy your first property? I have money in properties. It's shared though, not 100% mine. But I do have investments, and I'm constantly looking at more. And funny you asked that question today, actually. If you know, you know. But yes, I am diversified in property. M3 competition or GT63S? Damn. I think M3 is a lot more fun than a GT63S, so probably for fun, M3. Alright, 15-minute closing bullish here. Breaking the highs could be an option here. Stop loss below the 5-minute structure. This is something I'm looking here in 37 seconds to take a buy as we break the high. Stop loss below the 5-minute lows here, which is going to be around a 20 pip stop here. And yeah, looking to manage the trade if anything closes bearish. I'm going to go half risk since this is on news. But yeah, I'm happy to give this a shot. Hopefully we make a bottom wick. I do need a bottom wick here. Come on. I need a bottom wick here. Alright, once this flips. Yeah, once this flips and re-breaks its high, it should be good to continue. Put stop somewhere around 705, 706. Yeah, still waiting for it to flip. I'm watching for the flip and break of its own high on my broker. And I'll just market execute on that. Yeah, so if this flips and re-breaks its high, it can manage anything closing back in the range and stuff like that. But this is what we waited for, right? This should be... Yeah, I will do half on this actually, yes. This will be half for me based on it being a news day and the week we're having. I don't need to put unnecessary amounts of risk. So I will go half on this. Reason being, we had this move here. We respected the lows of the range. Price pushed past it. Next one came down. Fake people out. 5 minutes changing structure here. Yeah, I don't see any issues with this in terms of probability. And just to be extra safe, going half. So for me, this looks good if we can break that high. If we break that high, it looks good. I prefer the M3 but love the V8. Yeah, the V8's cool, but then the M3 is a lot more playful. All the new BMWs are ugly. You get used to it. I mean, the interiors are great. The back looks good. The grille is questionable, but it's not that bad. It's not that bad. You get used to it. This is a sad setup. No, this is a happy setup. If we get triggered, happy setup. Should win. That's the goal, right? It's not a buy stop. I'm market executing. So I'll just call this ME. Personally, I love the new grille. Yeah, I think you get used to it. I don't think it's terrible. You said 5-minute change structure. Do you look at SMC? How is 5-minute changing structure SMC? Damn. People really brainwash you with this SMC stuff. Structure is as pure price action as it can get. What's the best platform to backtest? Coming soon. Coming soon. My stop loss, I would place below 700. 695, something like that. This is a car channel or about trading? It's not me asking the question, it's you asking the question. I'm waiting to enter a trade. So obviously it's about trading if I'm sitting here waiting to enter a trade with my finger on the trigger. So come on. You're lucky you get this. Damn. See if we flip. YouTube chat Walden. Yeah, appreciate it, everyone. 900 people in here. If you guys enjoying the stream, leave a like. Get the likes up to 500. And hopefully it will trigger us in the trade. If not, then I guess not, right? This is why it's important to wait for a bottom wick. People don't wait for a bottom wick. They enter break of the high. And then they get stuck in this shit, right? Enter break of the high. Yeah, this is a great position. And then no bottom wick. Now they're holding all drawdown, waiting to see what happens. You know, patience pays a lot. Is your group program, is it monthly or lifetime? The group is a monthly. Have you entered the trade? Not yet, not yet. If I enter, the position will go on the screen. Do you have opinion about gold? I'm not trading gold today due to, what's this called? Due to FOMC. 900 viewers, close to the free webinar. Yeah, we hit that 1,000 viewers, we get to the free webinar. We're only around 80 off. 80 viewers off and we hit the free webinar. That would be amazing. And yeah, it would be an interesting webinar. If you could spend 24 hours with 3 traders, who would they be? I mean, I don't look at it like that. So if I could spend 24 hours, I'd spend 24 hours relaxing. What's your performance per year in percent? Every year changes, but I average between 8 to 20% a month. Share the stream, guys. Yeah, if you guys enjoying the stream and you want to show up to future streams, be sure to leave a subscribe so you know when we go live and you can show up nice and early so you know the plan and stuff like that. I'm a cop-out. Thanks, man. Appreciate your comment. It's a very big cop-out sitting here giving people free value, trades, and talking about all of this stuff. But anyways, if that's your opinion, you're entitled to it. 16 pip stop? No, it's around a 20 pip stop. What do you think about Tory trades? I don't know them personally, so I can't give an opinion. I have respect to every single individual as long as they're doing something that is ethical. Right? I respect every single trader and I don't have any reason to have an opinion about them because it doesn't affect me and their opinion doesn't affect me as well and my opinion doesn't affect them. So that's how it is. How much you risk per trade? 2-3%, 4% sometimes, you know. Oh, that was a reaction. 7 minutes till this closes. This flips in the next 7 minutes after making this bottom wick. That's nice. Definitely nice. This is a drama channel or trade channel? This is a drama channel, bro. Come on. My spread's 1 pip, man. Concrete stops? Yes. Where to learn full Forex trading from basic to advanced? My YouTube channel. Full of content, guys. That's why you guys should consider dropping a subscribe, because I post weekly content and I do post advanced concepts here. You know, I don't hide on advanced concepts. There are definitely a lot of advanced concepts in here and a lot of stuff that can help you out. So definitely check it out. And yeah. Do you withdraw profits or keep them compounding? I withdraw profits when I need them, for sure. Withdrawing is a big part, you know, of trading, and I think I don't want to compound. I want to take that money and use it. Will the webinar be on your YouTube? No, I'll do the webinar on my on Zoom, so we can use annotation tools and stuff like that. Is it advisable using Forex bots? Most people will lose with the Forex bot, so no. What setup am I waiting for? Break of the blue line. Should know that by now, man. No, I have no sell stop. Except if you're making your own bots. Even those can fail after time. It's tough to develop. We might get the trade in London Open setup number 3. Breaking the high. In 4 minutes here. 2 minutes before this candle closes, I will not enter the trade. Like a minute or 2 minutes. Something like that. Because I don't want this to flip trigger me and then London Open does a deep pullback down. I don't want that risk. I rather miss the trade than put myself in that position and lose silly money. Harry, how do you know when the candle is gonna close? Are you seriously asking this question, man? Or are you joking? TP set for how many pips? It's not set. I'm gonna do it, you know, I'll take what I can get. I'll take what I can get. Goldinium. Maybe he doesn't know. That's why I asked, is it a serious question or not? I'm not laughing. Chat is laughing, not me. I asked him if it's a serious question. He has to know. I mean, it... I'm sure he was joking. Candles close when whatever time frame you're on. Every 5 minutes it closes. There's a timer here. You even get a timer to see when the candles close. How long does your Zoom session with the members after the stream? You do anything over the evening weekends with the members? Yes. So every single weekend we have a webinar where we backtest, we have topics, and also all of those topics are put into here, man. So you can see if advanced fundamental concepts, we have all of these advanced concepts that are put into here that are recorded from the webinar. So it's very organized. You don't have to watch a 1.5 hour webinar to try find the information. It's very organized. All right, 1 minute for this candle to close. I'm not going to enter if it flips now. And I'm basically going to wait for the candle to close here. So, yeah, no entry until this candle closes. Yes, Ali. You are correct. Hopefully this candle closes weak, bearish, and then I can take a setup 3 breaking the highs. That would be my trade. We'll see in a minute here. Because I need the 30-minute to close a little bit stronger bullish than this. At least bullish above this 182.814, you know? The shit, what are you posting, man? Advice for a scalper, take profit. Right? Get in and take profit. It's your goal as a scalper. Yeah, not the best close here. Yeah, this is ranging, guys. Let's see what London Open does. All right, no top wick on London Open. Respecting these lows again. 1 hour still closed inside the range. 30 is technically weak bullish here. I'd probably want a 15 closing above here before anything. The problem is now you have all these wicks. Right? And look at the 5 minute below here. Selling into this. Very dangerous. Right? And remember the 1 hour it didn't close below. It's not on your side. Target has already been tapped by this wick. 30-minute tap target by this wick. Very tough place to sell. Is the stream win rate for this month? This is probably the last 4 months. See how this 5 minute candle closes. If this 5 minute candle closes nicely bullish back above here, maybe breaking the highs can be an option, but that's the only option I see. If not, then I really don't see anything much here, guys. Probably gonna range till FOMC, and I'm not gonna touch it till after FOMC. Best way to calculate the session times, use Forex market hours. Just type Forex market hours. Which 15-minute resistance? Not breaking the 5-minute high, breaking the 15-minute high. I'm not too sold on the sells here, guys. I don't like the sells into all of those wicks. I'll wait for this 5 minute to close. I'll be back in 2 minutes or less. Okay. 5-minute here closes in 45 seconds. You don't have range. You have 8 pips to here. You have to run a 23 pip stop loss. And I don't trust. Nothing has closed below this support, guys. Nothing. We don't have a 1 hour closing below the support. And all of these rejection wicks, this is fishy to me. This is like a 50-50. 50% chance we reject from here. 50% chance we continue down. I'm going to get some cereal. Nice idea. That sounds great. Do you work out? Yeah, I love going to the gym, man. Chilling session again. Hate September. Well, FOMC week, man. FOMC week is always like this. Why not creating an app based on your analysis? What type of app could I make on my analysis? The analysis is done live on YouTube. I think that's more than enough than people want. They won't need an app. Wick fill. Wick has already been 50% filled. Target has been tapped. Tough. Hey, big fan, bro. Thanks, man. What's your daily diet? Like a bodybuilding diet. I follow a bodybuilding diet. So, breakfast, oats and eggs. Lunch, chicken and rice. Cream of rice. You know, chicken and rice again. Beef and rice. You know, just basic stuff, man. How to identify BC, MC, and BKL? What are you telling me, man? Shit. You're trying to gain weight? With that diet, based on amounts, you can manage your weight. You know, but on rest days, I also have potatoes. At the moment, yeah, I want to increase, yeah. Lobster and rice? That's on the weekend, man. Lobster and rice. I think if this breaks it slow, you'll see a quick move, but then I think it will reject. Yeah, you'll see a little bit. Yeah, here's the quick move, and then this will reject. Watch. Yep. Where is the rejection now? Am I right with the rejection? Let's see what 1 minute. Yeah, 1 minute will reject this area. Do you use supplements? Yeah, just basic stuff. There we go. There's that rejection, right? As I said, Brian, basic stuff. I think it remains in this range for a little bit, guys. I think it remains in this range like this. I've seen this happen after news. Volume's kind of done, and it will just remain in the range, which doesn't really interest me. For me, guys, I don't really see any setups at the moment, but I'm gonna announce the plan here. So listen up to the plan, and then we'll see if this comes a little bit later on. Today's FOMC day, guys. It's always gonna be a tough day to trade on FOMC day. So at the end of the day, pick your positions wisely. Don't force anything. It was a great, we've had a great session. We discussed a lot of information, and it was fun as always. This week is mainly about preserving capital, right? Preserving capital is going to be number one in this week, and I want everyone to make sure that you implement that and preserve capital. But if we start breaking down because of news and we start seeing some heavy momentum in the markets after stream, maybe 30 minutes from now, and we start to get below 182,400, if we've got down to 182,400 and we start closing below, sells start to make sense, guys. Look for resistance on 5 minute and look for closures below 182,400 to take sells. And then we can look, you know, and I'm personally going to put an alert here and wait for that. The big mistake that's going to happen is people are going to get caught up in this range and it's going to end up ranging. But remember, if we even start closing above this zone, because the 1 hour candle has not closed below the range yet. This could be a deep bottom wick and the 1 hour candle can still flip because we have not had the 1 hour candle closing below the range. So any 15-minute candle maybe closing above this 182,900 area makes sense for upside. So that's the plan, and that's where I set my alerts, and I'll be triggered like that. So amazing stream. I think we covered a lot. And FOMC day tomorrow, big news day as well. So be careful tomorrow as well. We might, you know, might be hard to find positions as well, but at the end of the day, we always have a good stream in terms of discussion. And this really teaches you that, remember, it's about taking positions that make sense and that will yield profitability long term. That's what we want, right? That's what we want, is to yield profitability long term. So why should we trade situations that are going to potentially make us lose? So thank you everyone for joining. It's always a pleasure, and I really do appreciate everyone showing up, and hope to continue seeing you guys show up on stream. And yeah, with that being said, why am I ending soon? Because it is FOMC day, right? FOMC day, no point of wasting time. So appreciate everyone showing up. And yeah, hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. With that being said, take care, trade sharp, and hopefully see you guys soon. Peace.